My little red dot says that we are live. And guys, I'm so excited to see you. What's it been? Maybe 3 days? Has it been 3 days since we saw each other? I'm so excited to see you. And today we're going over 5 pros and 5 cons of living in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So if you want to know some more info about Tulsa, Oklahoma, that's probably why you're on the channel. It's all about living in, moving to, relocating to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Stick around because that's what we're going to go over today. 5 pros, 5 cons of living in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Guys, there's some great info on here. I can't wait to start plugging away this info and sharing it with you. So without any further ado, let's get started. So pro number 1, guys, this one's going to knock your socks off. I don't know if the state that you're coming from takes advantage of this. And even if you're already in the Tulsa metro and you're moving from one side to the other, but one of the things that is a huge, huge positive about Oklahoma in general, and of course, Tulsa, Oklahoma metro area, is the vocational training provided to the high school students. If you haven't heard about this and you have children in high school getting ready to start their junior year, you want to sign them up for some of that free vocational training. There may be some like lab fees and stuff associated with it, but listen to this. If you get your kid in Votech and sign them up for a trade that pays, sign them up for a trade that pays a lot of money. Sign them up for a mechanical tech, a heat and air technician. Sign them up for a plumbing technician, a licensing job. Sign them up for electrician. Sign them up for diesel mechanic. Get them in one of those programs. Here's why, folks. When they graduate high school, they're going to have all their on-the-job training done. They're going to have a license in hand. They're going to have a great paying job, and they're going to qualify for a home. Could you imagine if you were able to qualify for a home at just 18, how much larger your personal wealth would be? How much more stability you would have? Home ownership creates wealth. Home ownership creates stability. Home ownership creates character. You know, you got to take care of a home. Your hot water tank goes out. It's a great character building exercise, either having to wait for a plumber to fix it or going to the store, buying one and fixing it yourself. But if you set your kids up in high school to go through one of these vocational training programs that's provided by the state, you could set them up to getting a $80,000, $90,000 job. Everyone's results may vary. You know, you'll figure it out. And also make them qualify to be able to buy a home straight out of high school, and a nice home. Imagine how much of a home you qualify for when you're making $60,000, $80,000, $90,000 a year because you got a plumbing license, a mechanical license, or electrician license, or diesel mechanic license, and you got a great paying job and you have no debt. Guys, that's a real nice home. That's setting yourselves up. That's setting your kids up for success right out of the gate. Right out of the gate. And as soon as that clicked in my brain, I started spreading the word on it. So con number 5. Oh, let me share my screen with you guys. What am I doing? Let me show you these vocational programs. Con number 5. Let me share the screen real quick. Pro number 5. Oh my gosh. Pro number 5. So see right here, these vocational schools. Tulsa Tech is one that offers vocational programs in the area. Okay. All right. Con number 5. Let's just hear what people have to say. Let's just listen to what people have to say from niche.com. Only move here if you belong to a conservative branch of your religion. There needs to be some kind of intervention to give help to the homeless people in Tulsa. There needs to be reasons. There is a reason that everything's cheaper here in Tulsa. That's funny. We're still working on con number 5. I grew up and have lived in Tulsa my whole life. It's awful. This is from niche.com, folks. You guys can look this up and enjoy it on your own at any time. Let me zoom in here a little bit. This place is awful, extremely economically and socially divided. I live in West Tulsa, so I can't get a generalization to the other parts of the city. I'm from New York City and was treated like a super outsider. All right, one more, and then we'll move on to the next one. These are just cons that other people are saying, so you get more than just my point of view. Do not, I repeat, do not move here if you are not from Tulsa. Worst place I've lived ever. Okay, there's some info straight from people who took the time to rate Tulsa, Oklahoma. Cost of living in Tulsa, Oklahoma, guys, when you compare it to the nation, it is 82.4% of 100%. So what is that? 16.6 lower than the national cost of living, according to bestplaces.net, groceries are cheaper, healthcare is more expensive, housing is cheaper, the median cost of a home is less expensive, utilities are less expensive, transportation is less expensive, than miscellaneous is higher. So the cost of living is a positive pro, when you're moving to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Wait a second. I forgot my other con. Let me grab my other con real quick, guys. Okay. Oh, yes. I remember my other con now. Let me bring you back to the screen. It's Tulsa. It's Tulsa. What do I mean by that? Well, just take a look at the location. Let's just focus on the location of Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's in the middle of the United States. Yes, you've got Route 66 there. Yes, you could jump up to Missouri. You could jump up to Kansas. Okay. Yes, but it is Tulsa. Something to keep in mind. You're not living on the coast and it's windy here. Look at Sylvester Stallone. He just shot that new Netflix thing. Tulsa, I think is the name of it. And he's like, it's the windiest place I've ever been. It's true. It's true. So something to keep in mind. Con number 4 is it is Tulsa. Okay. Hundreds of thousands of people love it. Well, hundreds of thousands, maybe like 110,000 love it. They do. And all the people around it in the Jinx area, in the Broken Arrow area, in the Sapulpa area, in the Sand Springs area, in the Claremore area, people love it. People love it. But you won't be able to experience it till you get here. So maybe you want to do an Airbnb for 2 weeks to get a feel for it. Drive around town, really get a feel for it. Things like that. Does that make sense? It's just Tulsa. Okay. So let's go back to pro number. Where's my sheets at? Pro number. Oh, wait. Before I do that, guys, don't forget, this is a real estate channel. So you got to call me, text me, email me. So the group of agents that I work with, the XP Realty and I, can help you with all your real estate needs when you're making a move to the Tulsa, Oklahoma metro area. Guys, we get calls, texts, and emails from customers just like you weekly. And we'd love to help you too when you're making your move to Tulsa, Oklahoma. So if you want to, give us a call. And then also, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, please. It really, really helps it out. And I would greatly appreciate it. And it lets other people know another source to gather information when they're making that giant decision on moving to Tulsa, Oklahoma. All right, guys, let's get into pro number 3, indoor activities to keep everyone busy. Let me share the screen again real quick, guys. So here is the shared screen. And then check this out. There's 7 attractions for rainy day or any day. These are indoor activity things that you could do when you're moving to and relocated to the Tulsa, Oklahoma area. So you've got the Decapolis Discovatorium and Tulsa Rama. That's a crazy word. You got the Discovery Lab. You've got the Living Arts of Tulsa, the Mother Road Market. That's Route 66 is what they mean by that. The Oklahoma Aquarium is awesome. We take the kids there at least once a quarter. Love it. It is so awesome. Tulsa Air and Space Museum. And then, of course, the Woody Guthrie Center. So check all those out if you're wanting to do indoor things. It is the start of winter. It is January. So if you're looking for indoor things to love and enjoy in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and you're wondering, what can I do when I move there? These are things to look at and see if they're things that beat out the other cities that you're comparing to. All right. Thumbs up if that's enjoyable. And then let's look at con number, where's my notes? Con number 3 for moving to Tulsa, Oklahoma is the school systems, guys. They're not the best. They're not the best. So 74% of the Tulsa public schools are below average. So that's something you want to keep in mind. But also look at these maps on greatschools.org. Look at them. You could tell greatschools.org will put on there the 9 out of 10 schools, the 8 out of 10 schools. They will put that on there. So if you're moving here and you want your kid and schools are important to you and your kids, or it's important to you for resale value, which it absolutely is, we can draw maps right around that school system to ensure that you're looking at houses for that school system. Okay. So you definitely want to pay attention to schools when you're relocating moving within Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Tulsa metro area. It is important, folks. It absolutely is. So con number 2, am I right? Pro number 2, Tulsa Remote, folks. If your job is still allowing you to work remotely, if your job is still allowing you to work from anywhere in the United States, you've got to check out Tulsa Remote, folks. You can get eligible up to $10,000 in cash, free desk space, exclusive perks and events, and welcoming community. These are positives of the Tulsa Remote program. It's trying to get more people to move to Tulsa, Oklahoma, but con number two is you've got to pay attention to the eligibility requirements. So the eligibility requirements are the con number two of the pro number two, and it's the eligibility requirements of the Tulsa Remote. You've got to be within Tulsa in the next 12 months. You've got to be a full-time remote employment or self-employed outside of Oklahoma. So you can't move to Tulsa and work for a Tulsa company. You've got to be employed outside Oklahoma. You got to be 18 years of age, and you have to be eligible to work in the United States. So definitely pay attention to this Tulsa Remote program and call and sign up and go through the whole orientation on it to make sure that it's a good fit for you. What you don't want to happen is move here and then employer cut your job. You might not qualify anymore. Okay. So pay attention to that. Okay. Thumbs up if that's helpful. I know a lot of people want to know about Tulsa Remote, and we're always pointing them to this website. All right. Pro number 4 in Tulsa, Oklahoma is you get all 4 seasons, folks. You get summer, you get spring, you get, what are the other ones? Winter, fall, you get them all. We get rain in the spring, we get rain in the fall. Sometimes in Oklahoma, it might rain for a whole week. Sometimes in Oklahoma, it might rain for 10 minutes. Sometimes in Oklahoma, we get rain for 4 hours and it drops, 4 to 5 inches of rain. That's a lot of rain. So pay attention. We do get all the seasons. You're going to need winter clothes, summer clothes, fall clothes, spring clothes. But the cool thing about that is you get to enjoy all 4 seasons. It's kind of a cool thing. It is. You get to see the trees get green, and then the trees turn colors and lose all their leaves. You get to see the grass all green and beautiful, and then you get to see, we have Bermuda grass here, just look like dead grass. And it is looking dead. When Bermuda's dead, it's looking dead. And if you got a puppy in the backyard, don't worry. They might turn your backyard into kind of a little dirt pile. In the spring, that Bermuda all comes back. Super flush, super beautiful. It absolutely does. So con number 1, moving to Tulsa, Oklahoma. If you've watched any of my other videos, you absolutely know that Oklahoma is in what's called Tornado Alley. It's another reason our homeowners insurance is so expensive in the state. If you haven't seen that, check out one of my other videos. Us in Kansas, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and then Kansas, we have the most expensive homeowners insurance because of the crazy weather we have. You get tornadoes in Oklahoma. You get hell in Oklahoma. Okay. Tulsa, Oklahoma is not immune to the tornadoes or the hell. They do come through Tulsa, Oklahoma too. And if you want to check out how often, because that's a great question to have, how often do tornadoes come through Tulsa, Oklahoma? Well, this is a map from weather.gov. Let me switch my screen real quick. This is a map from weather.gov of Tulsa, Oklahoma County. And you can see all these lines. And then this little, what is that called? Tittle? No, that's not called a tittle. What is that thing called? Ha! I forgot the name of it. Key. This map key right here tells you what size of tornadoes they are. And that's at weather.gov/OUN/tornado data-county-Oklahoma-Tulsa. And this is where you can see all the tornadoes that have been through Tulsa County. And you can get an idea about where you might want to live. But guys, no one can predict where the next tornado is at. Just get a tornado shelter. If you got little kids, definitely get a tornado shelter. It makes it a lot easier. Back when my wife and I didn't have little kids, we just get in the car and leave. We'd like just go away from the storm. But now we have little kids. You know how tough it is keeping little kids busy during 4 or 5 hour storm time. So we just have the tornado shelter available every time that there's a tornado warning. We just go down there, sweep it all out, vacuum it all out, put some fresh linen in there to keep the kids warm if we have to go in. Make sure all the flashlights and lights and things have fresh batteries and stuff like that. That's all we do whenever it's tornado season and whenever there's a tornado warning. So con number 1, guys, we do have some extreme weather. We absolutely do. But guys, you knew that. You knew that before you clicked on this channel. Okay. You're just getting some reaffirmations. You're getting some confirmations that Tulsa, Oklahoma is still a great place to live. It absolutely is. You know it is. Or else so many people wouldn't be here. You wouldn't have great places like Sapulpa, Sand Springs, Jinx, Broken Arrow, Coweta. You wouldn't have great places like that. People love the Tulsa, Oklahoma metro area, and they absolutely. So you know what you got to do. Yeah, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. That way, the group of agents that I work with, the XP Realty and I, can help you with all your real estate needs when you're making a move to the Tulsa, Oklahoma metro area. And even if you already live there and you're going to sell a house and move to another spot in Tulsa, we can help you too. We don't help just relocation people. We help everyone with their real estate needs in Tulsa, Oklahoma, guys. And we'd be honored to help you, just like we help everyone else that's making their move to Tulsa, Oklahoma. And just a side note too, if you ever thought about a career in real estate, hit me up. We're constantly helping more and more people learn if real estate's a great fit for them or not. And if you're at another office and you're wondering more about EXP, hit me up. I'd love to chat with you about it. It may be a great fit for you. It may not, but at least you know my perspective, and I can structure everything that EXP has to offer just for your real estate needs, whether that's part-time, full-time, luxury, commercial, etc., etc. EXP Realty has a branch for everything. All right, guys, till the next time. I really missed seeing you. I'm so happy we got to spend this time together today. Give it a thumbs up, share it to all your friends, and I'll see you on the next video. Now I awkwardly look over here and click end.